Hello people, happy Mahashivratri to all of you. It is 4th March 2019. Let's start with the editorial of The Hindu, the week after, on India-Pak relations. I have highlighted the typical words that we think that we should know the meaning of for better understanding. So let's start with the editorial. India must keep up diplomatic pressure on Pakistan to act against terror groups. With India and Pakistan deciding to de-escalate post-Balakot tensions, the focus has moved to the diplomatic sphere. India's strike on a target deep inside Pakistan were coupled with diplomatic manoeuvres that ensured no country censured India for the move. And in a turnaround for ties with the Organisation of Islamic Cooperation, after half a century, External Affairs Minister Sushma Swaraj was able to put the country's case before the body, while Pakistan stayed out in recognition of India's justification to act against an imminent terror threat from the Jaish-e-Mohammad. The US, the UK, and France also moved in at record speed to bring another listing request against the group's founder, Masood Azhar, at the UN Security Council's Committee for Terror Designations. There is a reasonable assumption that China will not block it this time, as it did during the last three attempts. There were other outcomes that defied the past. Although Islamabad had spoken in the past of its abilities with tactical nuclear devices, there was no such mobilization after India's strike. On the other hand, Pakistan was able to, with its aerial response, also indicate that it was not without non-nuclear options. Finally, indications that the international community was involved in effecting a breakthrough are clear. US President Donald Trump hinted at a breakthrough in talks hours before Pakistan Prime Minister Imran Khan announced the release of Wing Commander Abhinandan Varthaman. The government must, however, also assess what it has actually achieved in strategic terms and the consequences of the new normal it has sought to create with Pakistan. Despite the strikes, it is far from clear that the capabilities of JEM have been degraded to the point where it can no longer carry out attacks in India. New Delhi must also track the JM's assets and abilities within Jammu and Kashmir, as well as any intelligence and security protocol failure that may have preceded the Pulwama attack. Second, while Pakistan announced it would study the dossier given by New Delhi on Azhar and JEM, it does not appear to be willing to act against either, and has not taken steps akin to the few it had after the 2001 Parliament attack, the 2008 Mumbai attack, or the 2016 Pathankot attack. Pakistan Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi's comments practically defending the JM and putting out excuses of illness for Azhar make that clear. It is also necessary to realize the limits of calling international attention to India's concerns, to ensure that there are no curbs on what India sees on its strategic autonomy. Finally, the government must have a firmer handle on its messaging after the events of the past week so that a public reading of its strategic purpose is not lost in the claim, as counterclaim spiral with Pakistan. Thank you for reading and watching these editorial of the Hindu. I'll keep posting the editorial of the Hindu every day. You might be a student, you can